when she has been hemorrhaging for 12 years and she can't find a cure. This miracle, by the way, takes place. I call it the miracle on the way to the miracle. Jesus has been approached by Jairus, who's a leader, a religious leader, and says, my daughter is dying, and you've got to come quickly to heal her. So he's on his way to Jairus' house. While he's on his way, the crowds are thick around him. And then in Luke's gospel, it says that Jesus stopped because he felt his power going out from him. He says, who touched me? In verse 45, everyone denied it. That sounds like my house. Who broke the lamp? Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Everybody denies it. I've learned to not even ask the question. What I've learned is, who was in the room at the approximate time that the lamp went psh? Sometimes you find better answers. Everyone denied it. And Peter said, Master, this whole crowd is pressing up against you. But Jesus said, someone deliberately touched me, for I felt my healing power go out from me. When the woman realized that she could not stay hidden, she began to tremble and she fell to her knees in front of him. The whole crowd heard her explain why she had touched him and that she'd been immediately healed. Daughter, he said, go, your faith has made you well. In Mark's gospel, it says that the woman had been to every doctor, had been to every medical clinic that she could find. And she'd spent enormous amounts of money trying to find healing, trying to find refuge for her disease. Can you imagine 12 years hemorrhaging? When a woman is on her cycle, she cannot even go to worship, according to the Leviticus and Deuteronomy. So if you've been bleeding for 12 years, that means you cannot worship for 12 years. That means you're kind of exiled from the community of faith. Here this woman has sought healing. She wants to be included back into the community. She's tired of being drained. She's tired of being tired. And she will do almost anything to find this healing. And she heard there was a man in town who wouldn't just give her refuge, but would rescue her from her situation. And she reached out in faith and touched the hem of Jesus' garment. And Jesus felt his power go out from him. And he knew then someone had believed, someone with faith believed he was there to rescue them. And that's why the disciples said, what do you mean who touched you? Everybody's around you. There's a whole crowd around you. He said, no. There's somebody here today that wanted to be rescued. There's somebody here today that reached out in faith. And they're not just looking for refuge. They're not just looking for a God to conveniently help them in their time of need. They know their situation's much more dire than that. And they don't need refuge. They need transformation. They don't need just encouragement. They need life change and life transformation. You see, Matthew's gospel says Jesus didn't come to make good men and women better. Jesus came to save men and women from their sins. As C.S. Lewis says, he came to make dead men and women live again. The problem with modern day Christianity is we're looking to God mostly for refuge. We want God to help us out a little bit. We want God to help us make things go a little better, help our business. Sometimes we even want God to bless our mess. Now, God, I don't really want to change anything about me. I don't really want to change anything about the marriage. I don't really want to change anything about the family or the relationship. I just want you to bless it and make things better. And God's like, no, I don't want to just bless the mess. I want to transform the mess. I want to totally rescue you. I want things to be transformed and new again. And I can do that if you'll let me. If you'll reach out in faith like the woman did and believe I'm here to rescue you, not just give you refuge. Is there anyone here today in the crowd who wants to be rescued and not just given refuge? Is there anyone here today that believes that Christ has got the power, He's got the ability to transform our lives, to make dead men and women live again, and we don't have to play church? We can be the living body of Jesus Christ. We can be salt and light in this community. We can make the difference in this world. I believe we've become too comfortable with this whole refuge phenomena in our lives, that we seek God to just make us feel better about our plight or our situation or our circumstances. And God's like, I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm here to transform you. I'm here to help you become a new person in me. This is why I came. And this is why I'm here.